Hey guys, Night Ops here, and we are back with some more Hearts of Iron 4, where we are actually playing Metro Genesis Mod for it. I do hope you guys are enjoying these. So I am taking a break from the Fallout mod at the moment, mostly because of the bug that keeps happening, where the save bug. So I'm gonna try to see and figure out what's going on with that, and see if there's just see what's going on, because I have only the main map mods and it's still doing it. Got rid of like some other stuff and is still doing it. So I'm just, like I said, we're gonna take a break from that, move over to Metro since I can, actually play this and not have to record it all in one day. But yeah, so one of you guys had recommended me this, and it's actually really cool. I had went and looked at it, and it is kind of sick. So we can start here January 1st, 2028. So that is 2 years from now. Maybe we'll all be living in the Metro. So I'm actually going to do this so we can look at the map. So this is the map. I've actually seen this mod before on the mod workshop, but the map kind of threw me off. I was like, I don't really know what to say about this. Did like a small test game over here as the Fourth Reich, which is absolutely crazy to me that's a thing. We have the fuel. And then we have the red line, which has the Andrei Moskvin, which I've played the games when I was younger. I couldn't tell you anything about the story. I couldn't remember it to save my life, other than that there was like, what was it, World War III or something like that? And then, yeah. What we are actually gonna play as these guys over here, which I think is like a Russian National Guard / police force. Yeah, special police branch of the Russian National Guard, narrowly escaping nuclear Armageddon by taking refuge, I can't even say that, station alongside close friend Sergei. So, oh, and yeah, they usurped power from its former leader and became president of the republic. So technically you're like a republic here. One of the reasons why I kind of play as these guys is we're kind of off in the corner over here. So like we don't have to worry about getting attacked from behind. I'm assuming getting attacked by mutants. We do have some surface mutants here, but I think this is just a route to the surface. But yeah, let's get in here so we can pretty much take a look at this. So if you guys are, or if you do know about the Fallout mod, or if you've seen my other ones, you have caps as currency. Well, in this, bullets are currency. So you do actually have money, and there's like a money system. So you do have bullets as money, and it looks like we kind of start off in a rough situation right now. As you can see, we have the infantry stuff here, which is actually pretty cool. You can upgrade it to like a 74U. Probably gonna go the 74M because I just like the idea of having this the AK-74. And then you do have some other guns here. Oh, see, I had seen this. So we have the AK-2012. But I think when I was playing the Fourth Reich, they had something different. See, so the Panzer is still here, which I'm assuming the Fourth Reich gets the Panzer also. So I was looking at like specialty tech. And yeah, like you have suicide vests here, which is crazy. Dude, we do not start off with like much at all in terms of stuff research. This is gonna be a little rough. For sure, a little rough. We're gonna start off with industry since we only have 2 of these, and basic hygiene here for the monthly population and stuff. Because his
smoke, would it bother the damn ghosts? Shit,
dude. Oh my god. Yeah, we're not sitting pretty. Which I guess these are special forces, but they're legit 2 of them with handguns here. Ooh, we actually do start off with some commanders though. Named character. Oh, unaffected. Yeah, unaffected to random character events. Fate seems to have plans for this one. That is sick. Okay. Because something I noticed is there is
I could just die.
like it said, small events for characters and people where things can happen. Now, something I'm wondering too, because when I played the Fourth Reich, their guys can move super fast. Yeah. 50, I'm assuming miles per hour, or it could be meters. I don't know. But it seems like they can move super fast, like super, super quick. It's like I went a Civil War route in the Fourth Reich, dude, and it was hilarious how quickly you could just walk past somebody and just take all the victory points. But it looks like we're gonna do State of the Republic for Ignorance is Bliss event. So we will see how that goes there. We have like no fuel. I'm assuming that's gonna go up a little bit, hopefully. All of these points here, if I remember right, these are stations. So like these big points are stations. And that's actually where like all of your resources are. And you don't actually get resources from infrastructure. You level up the infrastructure and then you put a salvage hub on it. And the salvage hub is what gets you more resources out of it. Which I kind of think is pretty cool. Then you have like IED traps, sandbag emplacements, barbed wire, railways, your supply hubs like normal, which I think, yeah, there's level 1 railways like everywhere, and then each station has a hub, which I find that to also be really cool. You have electric generators, hydro generators, so I'm assuming some areas are, I guess, are flooded. And then that's kind of how that works, which I actually want to upgrade our infrastructure for sure. That way we can kind of deal with some stuff. We are running... Ooh, we only have like 2 civs, which is rough. And something that's actually kind of cool too, so if you look at these, and if you click it, like this actually here says it's a surface. It's a surface collapse station. And then if you look here, it says a underground tunnel province. And then some of these are like surface, above ground settlements. So it's like, I don't know how a lot of these work. So it's like, I guess you can go outside in quotations. Like certain things are considered outside, certain things are considered inside. You have some things that, like, this is a military complex. And then these are like little, I guess just little tunnels. Like I said, I don't know if you can traverse some of these. But it's really cool. Like here you can see this says like D6. So I saw this and I was like, oh, it's D2 from Tarkov. It's a D2 extract. There's like a reserve command center over here. So there's like a bunch of little things. And like I said, I think a lot of this is like story based, because there was a lot of different like event pop-ups that I was seeing that was really, really cool. And it looks like this guy might be kind of favored by the communists. I don't think we're communists though. I think we are a republic. So I don't think we don't play that game. We're a community here. Oh, but yeah, let's see what we have production wise. So we are just making revolvers and spec ops equipment. Let's throw support equipment in here. So if I ever, I guess, get one of those, we can do that. And it's kind of funny because I know you need the spec op equipment to send stalkers to the surface. So you can see here you can organize a stalker team. So it costs you bullets, but it also costs you 5 manpower, 5 infantry equipment, 5 spec ops equipment. So we have 55 manpower, which does not look like a lot if you're used to like thousands and hundreds of thousands. But like, say we go over here, we look at our OMON police force. This is literally using 10 manpower, 10 infantry equipment, 10 spec ops equipment, because it's a spec ops unit. So like each one just adds like 5 dudes. So you're not using a lot of manpower, which I guess you could technically say that you could reach the point of using a lot of manpower. But not exactly in the same light. And let's see what other things here. So we have our improve our education system. So I think we have really bad research. I think it's like a minus 30% you start off with. Yeah, no education. So with this, you have to pop this, and then you, over the next like 10 months, you do like all these little things, and you could possibly get it higher and higher. And depending on, I guess, if you do it correctly, or like depending on how much you own, how much population you have, the more costly it gets, the more expensive it gets. Ordinaries need not apply. So what is an ordinary? Is it like a just normal person? Sheltered by the horrors of the apocalypse and from military duties, many of our civilians lack the strength and willpower to bolster our reserves. Nah, get up. This is what we're dealing with. We're all dealing with it. We're all in here. Everybody gets a gun. What you decide to do with that gun is up to you. Shoot the enemies or do something else with it, but we need every man, woman, and child on this front. Something that's kind of rough with these tunnels too is, as you can see here, it's a one man per in 3 lines. State of the Republic. Ignorance is bliss. Has it really been a decade? 10 years our Republic has stood. Maybe not firm or unwavering, but has nonetheless stood. Russia may becoming a long-distant memory, but Moscow still lives on. Whether you could consider living would be a far stretch. Our population, the last vestige of reason in an otherwise maddened world, lives comfortably. We have done much to ensure that living and the world in of itself has kept its meaning. If that meant shielding our population from the outside world in order to keep our people well fed and happy, so be it. We know that the metro may be inhabited by human folk, but are marred by constant wars and political strife. Interacting with these communities will undoubtedly bleed their troubles into ours and infect the conscience of our populace. We must keep the peace at whatever cost to preserve our people. Nah, man, what? Our people live in perpetual isolation from the outside. If our stability drops below 30%, or we get protracted into a major conflict with any power in the metro, the culture shock will have dire ramifications. Aw, man, so you're saying that I have to be an isolationist? There has to be a way to, like, get rid of that. So I do see a lot of these actually gets us infrastructure too a little bit here. Yeah. Which is kind of nice. Get some AK-74U, some Spetsnaz gear. Nice little goodies, some defensive stuff. I need to figure out as these guys, how can I... Hey, Old World Blues. Dude, that's great. That is literally all, what our Fallout playthrough is the OWB, Old World Blues Fallout mod. That is hilarious. I didn't even notice that. That is cool. Okay. Ooh, defense on our territory. So, administration with jurisdiction. Supplies, conscription, rotation. There has to be a way. Ooh, okay. New World Force. So this is like our military tree here. This is, I'm assuming, like it says, infrastructure. And I'm guessing when you go down this is when you, becomes owner and controller of surface pass. So this is what we're going to have to go here. We need something else to be owned by us too. Okay, I see. See, Aki, which could get us some stability, because I know our stability can drop pretty easily and pretty aggressively. See, that just gets us building slots. Ooh, we get defense skilled. So there's so many different things that could be nice to take right now, but then other issues that could arise. Well, let's get our infrastructure up from these, and then we'll go about doing some other things. So we'll expand the faction. Midterm, nothing here. Long-term, that is a crazy amount of resources, but I guess this is our only long-term goal. We will pick it. We are out of fuel, which means our power is a -1 right now. We can't even make an electric generator or anything, so that's sucky, like on a massive level. I am going to do this now, and then it looks like we can just start doing these for free without having to spend PP. We have a lot of options here for stuff. But I guess while we go and hit some stuff, I will be back. Discordancy in the Republic. While I can't even say that, Republic is a United States, there exist 2 clear outcasts which ostensibly operate beneath the state. Caste membership is chosen by each citizenry of the Republic, and from there they are set in that profession for life. Over time and unending disagreements and friction between these 2 sects, both organizations have cultivated their own identity. The moles are those scout, I guess those that they're supposed to be that scout the unending metro tunnels in search of valuable technology or electronics. Most of their operations persist underground and carry a contemptuous stereotype of a hermetic coward by loggers who would rather flee from an oversized rat than justifiably stomp on it. Ooh, I about sneeze. Oh, am I still sneeze? Okay, I'm back. I did sneeze. On the opposite end of the spectrum, woodsmen or loggers are those who venture upon the surface and make forays into the, I can't even say that, jungle, cutting down trees to make for firewood or building supplies. Some even dare trek further beyond the Moscow ring road and look down upon moles for their cowardly nature, often boisterous and arrogant towards I guess those who they believe are inferior. Okay, I can't read. These two parties have coexisted for over a decade now, and despite our best effort to rekindle relations between the two groups coming up naught. Our best option seems to wane any flames which may threaten to erupt between them unless we wish to suffer any internal scuffles. Man, why are you guys fighting each other? Like, you're both offering something to the people. You should be making fun of the people who aren't doing anything. Like, in this situation, we've been at it for 10 years. 10 years! Settling friction between these parties will be no easy feat. Moles and foresters make up the inner members of the Republic. It is best to keep both parties happy. If one sect has a sizable lean in the Republic, they may cause a civil war if our stability drops into lows. Ew. Ew, man, why does, like, everybody deal with this? Like, I don't like this. Let's stop that. Yeah. I could just, like, maybe it's be like, okay, these guys get all of the power here. Fight the Civil War, be done with it. But I don't know if that would actually just be done with it. I don't know how the Civil War works in this one. So now it's 20 to establish libraries. Let me see what it costs me. Okay, so we can hire some people now, which what I might do is get the PP guy out the gate here. Because the earlier you get somebody that gives you PP, the more you get out of it. So let's get some PP, and then we should be good. And I want to say, yeah, we're training up another fella here, so that way we can at least have 3 guys across this and not having somebody slip by us. One of the issues is the lack of power too. So we'll have to sit here and see how this goes. Contact with Moscow. Greetings, President Nikolai Seradin. Under your tenature, the Republic has prospered despite all odds. Your soldiers remain staunchly loyal to your cause, and through surely, I don't know. Follow your cause. May I suggest now is the time to begin reaching out. We have heard reports that the southern stations are in fact inhabited not by mutants, but in fact people. We do not doubt NATO and American forces still surround Moscow and much of the motherland. Perhaps now is the time to extend outwards, yes? So replace, oh, thank God, we're not going to be an isolationist state anymore with determined, we become isolationist state with determined isolation. Wonderful. Education reform cost modifier minus 50%. So do they think NATO is just up there? Is NATO down here? Like, I know, like where's NATO at in these? Because like I said, I know we have the red line communists. We have the Fourth Reich. So is there a like actual like NATO faction down here? That'd be kind of cool. That'd be cool. I'm assuming they might be blue if that's the case. That's Polis. Well, would they be named though? Would they actually be? Yeah, these are just all ruins. Oh. Oh, there's Storbecker. I was wondering where he was before because there's actually a little story with him as the Fourth Reich. I never actually knew his location. Huh. I thought he would be a lot closer. Yeah, is there not actually a NATO faction? There probably is, and I just don't see them. The Confederation. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay, let's just stop looking for it. Did we finish? We have not finished that yet. Okay, so we finished that one. We got the 2 infrastructure. I'm in between getting 3 infrastructure here and then going with this to reinforce the front. Mostly because I feel like something might attack us. I'm also in between here for encourage commerce or incentive military workshops. I'm thinking about just going the commerce because I am currently building civilian factories, and it gets us 2 building slots. These 2, I can take one or the other. It doesn't require me to be locked out of one, so I might just do this one and then the mill maybe. But I know a lot of these also gets us building slots, so we could just get more mills and then build out our military workshops. But I know I do need those. We're gonna probably grab the infrastructure and then this then, just in case, because we are training up another guy here. Because these might be special forces guys, but they are very small units is the issue here.
For some pills or something.
Ah, so I was looking through my PP cost stuff, and there's actually an option here at the very bottom, and this is what you go through to choose to take tunnels, and it's always command power, because I know when I was playing the Fourth Reich during my test game with the red line, you could do border scrimmages by spending command power. I'm in between on just constantly spending PP on this, which I still might. Okay, there's communications lines. I'm trying to blitz through some of this because we're playing as a small group at the moment, and it looks like it's going to take us a second to probably build up. So this way we don't... That's where I'm looking for. Okay, so that was actually where we got 3 from it. So that's actually nice. I ended up stopped building the infrastructure because I saw that we get a bunch of it. Instead, focusing more on civs to get those going. But yeah, so I'm kind of, man, like I said, trying to blitz through it to get the early buildup up as quickly as we can, and then we can start doing things more. But like I said, the story behind this is awesome. This mod overall seems really cool. An extraordinary break-in. This is what I'm talking about with like events. There's like mini events that pop up. In recent days, our boys have found a locked room in the middle of a long, gloomy tunnel. The doors were heavier than a homie. I was not expecting to see the word homie. Than a homie that had just passed out from drinking way too much moonshine. And now you must carry him home. You got to bring the homie home. So he will not die from those pesky mutants. Any attempt to open the damn door was unsuccessful as something was blocking it from the other side. The boys gave up until another of our men found a pack of explosives that blasted the entrance open. What they found in the room was a big steel box with a pile of those modern firearms that are super rare in the metro. Good news, everyone. 30 VSK 94s. 30. That's like endgame rifle, right? Yeah, it is. Oh my god, yeah. Dude, we got 30 of these. That is actually crazy. I think we should have like 10 left over then if we fill up our units with those, I believe. It's probably going to show those there. But yeah, we got 30 of those bad boys. Like if I go here... Yeah, we have 10 and 10, so that means we have an extra 10. Oh, wait, no. That's why I'm not seeing it, because it went into this guy that was training. Yeah, the extra 10 went into the VSK 94 there. That is nuts. Okay, so we got reinforced front done. Oh, this gives us just straight up 2 civs with a... but this gives us construction speed. I guess I could do this. Gain even more civs here that can... get boosted from that construction speed instead of taking this and then wasting days on that boost. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. So I go this first, grab the extra civs, and then go with the other one and just get the massive boot. That scared the crap out of me. When I did this last time, I had my sound off and stuff, and I wasn't reading events because it was just a test game. So I was not expecting that. Ooh, the hand-cranked generator. This would get us 2 power. We are low on power. I could technically just trade for power. Let's go with this because I want to get my monthly population up constantly, and that gives like recruitable population factor 1% research, and just try to do that as much as we can ultimately right now. Okay, so we have another 100 PP here. We're at 67 on that. Ooh, this gives hygiene tech bonuses, medical triage, and population recruitment stuff here. The extra local resources could be really nice also, man. Yeah, there's some... I just don't know. Maybe I don't grab that yet. I just keep spending on this so I can try to get that done as quickly as possible. Could do rat catchers too here. Yeah. We lose, like I said, we lose some... Oop, let me do this. Let's start grabbing this extra tunnel here. We do lose some research for a time. Let's organize a strike or a stalker team too, because you can actually get a good stuff from this. But... like, this will help us a lot, because I think we go from -30 to -15 on research. Okay, nice. And then let's grab the research slot as quickly as we can, and then we'll move to the other one. So we can launch a sortie, but I'm gonna try to do waypoints first, which is gonna cost us 750. So we just need to save some there. Hey, we expanded the tunnel, boys. As you can see how quickly they moved there. Yeah, just keep training for me. What's our logistics looking like? So we have 65 handguns, 12 spec ops uniforms. That's gonna scare me every single time I hear it until I get used to it. Like, it makes me kind of jump. Oh, I didn't see this. Ooh, unlocks rationing food decisions. See, I don't want to do that right now, though, because I feel like these would help me so much more in terms of, like, production cap and base. Because the more I can produce weapon-wise, the better off we are. Now I have a question. Yeah, energy demand. So the more factories we're actually gaining from this, the more energy cost we get. That's going to kind of suck, though. Man, okay. Do I get power from, like, any of these? So you can back one or the other and get stuff out of it, but they gain power that way. Those are gonna be some tough decisions, I'm telling you. So what do we have over here then? Ooh, civs here too. God, dude, I'm kind of wanting to build up my civs and then do that and just be like going crazy with my civ building out the gate. I'm gonna grab this next. Let me grab this. Because wait, I only have 3? Wait a minute, I should have more factories than that, right? Right? Oh, man. Maybe, I guess I don't. Let's grab these then, and let's try to get some building out. Oh, man. I don't know, I guess I was just getting free civs. It made it feel like I was getting more than I was. Oh, yeah, so there's child labor too, by the way, which is hilarious. Oh, man. Indentured labor. I need more people. The red line abandons flamethrower restrictions. So yeah, there is actually flamethrowers, and apparently there was like some massive restriction where everybody signed treaties to not use flamethrowers. And you can leave it. It's literally like the in the base game.
I heard this getting warmer.
With the naval restrictions that you signed the treaty for.
Cold as usual.
As cold as usual. So I kind of want to make these guys a little bit stronger. So I'm gonna do this and add a 3rd, and that makes it to a 12 combat width. We're probably gonna be out of stuff here. Oh, we're actually not. We're barely here on our stuff. So isolated economy. So we got another civ with another slot. So that civ pretty much took the slot that it gave it. I don't want to take that yet. I don't want to use up any of those bonuses. Dang, I think I have to take that to get to here, which this would get us an infrastructure and a salvage hub. We have some bonuses here, which is actually overall infrastructure, supply hub, railway. So let me not take that then. There's so many good decisions for stuff. I'm going to keep going infrastructure and trying to get my civs up. So we're going to keep doing this way. Like I said, I'm a little afraid of some things here. I know when we take this will get us resources, but we'll be over here with the surface mutants. And I don't know if they can come through that and attack us. Like, ultimately, I'm not sure how that works. And so that can be very rough. Since I actually have all special forces right now, I'm going to go with this for the ceramic ballistic plating to get the extra breakthrough and armor for my set special forces. We don't have any normal dudes. We're just rocking all special forces right now. Ooh, so defense or attack? We're going to go attack. I feel like attack is just better than defense overall. Like, I feel like you should take attack more than not. Because even if you're defending, okay, we're gonna spend the 750 here too to establish surface waypoints. So the more upgrades you get for these, the higher the success chance goes up. Because even when you are defending, you're attacking too. Because you do counterattack. Ooh, I actually have the 50 for this. Let's take this. Let's go for the station here. And get that too. We'll see how this goes. And originally, I thought there was text for these. There's actually not, because if you guys remember my Fallout ones, I try to read the text because I feel like it adds a little bit more to like the background of what's going on, or if there's like a story that's like hidden in here. But I keep looking at these, just to see if there is anything like that. And so far, I just don't see anything. Oh, wait, you can take both of these? Ooh, okay. Let's grab the civs first, because like I said, we're currently getting a lot of civ construction speed right now, bonuses, through the one thing that we're getting here. So I'm trying to get as many civs as I can just to build that out. The only issue too is we have insufficient power. We're actually at a -2 now, which I could technically trade and give up one factory, which I might do. Yeah, let's give up one factory, because I feel like overall we'll be having a better time with that. Yeah, because that's 4 there. We should be up good and going. Yeah. Ooh, what does this say? Colonization of however you say that. Okay, so we actually think we got the station, right? Yeah, we got the station. Cool. The reports of I almost get blank seem to be true. It's right in front of our effing faces. To be frank, President Sir, either side of the platform lay a deep tangled web of trees and foliage. I think this is outside, right? So yeah, this is the surface. So we actually took a surface plot here. So that's why they see trees and stuff and foliage. It quite literally is a jungle. God knows what foul mutants lurk within, and for one thing, I'd like not to find out. Perhaps the moles were onto something about staying the F away from the surface. Who am I kidding, President Sir? Our foresters are already making plans on setting up a permanent base on the platform proper, providing they have enough gas masks and filters, provided by our populace, of course. Maybe we'll get one of those trolleys up and running so poor old Yuri doesn't break his back carrying logs to and fro, huh? It'll take a while for us to clear a path through the dense thicket. God, I miss chainsaws. Excellent work, soldiers. So we gain compliance there, too. A bunch of compliance. A strange administration. Recent reports indicate our station authorities are working against our education reforms. Instead of dispersing books and pamphlets, man, I'm gonna fight some people. We provide to individual stations to its citizenry. The authorities are instead selling them off to passing merchants or amongst themselves. Some alarming news even suggests they're using the books as burn fire fuel. There is simply nothing we could do about it. Adds 40 days. Or we could spend 35 PP. I'm going to reprimand the station authorities. Like, you're not going to sit here and do that with our stuff. Okay, so it's going to cost me 80 to do that. Now, we could claim this. The moment we claim this, we'll be pretty much bordering these guys. I'm actually going to take these ruins first here, because this should have a little bit of resources in it, I do believe. It's an above-ground settlement unit. Huh. Okay.
So bored.
And this is what kind of scares me too, is you can actually border these surface passages. So remodel new toolkits. Ooh, scour the surface. So becomes owner and controller of surface passage. Oh, that's the passage next. So you can become controllers of it. Research of these technologies, training and tactics. Oh man, I need these 2 extra civs, man. Let me grab these 2 extra civs and then we'll be good to go. Because I only have 3 civs building right now with our current bonuses. Collapse tunnel. Blank leads not to a dead end, as many would typically tell you. Through the piles of rubble and debris is in fact more track. Top brass thinks if we make efforts to sift through the trash, we could perhaps bore a hole large enough to fit people and break through into the metro proper. Excellent idea. Hauled supplies. Yuri, the old bastard himself, has gotten incredibly lucky. We first thought the poor old sap had lost his marbles after he didn't return for his shift. Some of the lads joked he tripped and got lost in the thicket, but thankfully, the old man pulled through. He did, in fact, but as he got lost in the jungle, he came across a warehouse, intact as a matter of fact. Getting out of the poor weather, he managed to slip through one of the unlocked doorways. The warehouse must have been an army depot or something, much of the shelves still stacked with pre-war MREs and tinned stuff. Nothing fancy, but enough to last through the nuclear apocalypse. Most of the guards didn't believe Yuri at first, however, the look on his face and his pockets inflated with tins said it all. We are eating good tonight, men, so we get gain food supplies, which grants, consumer goods factories, but for 90 days, but it's still minus 20%. Because that should give me, it gave me 1 factory back. We know 1 factory is better than not having one factory. We are running on civilian economy, but I don't know. So we need more than 34% war support, which are at 25. So that kind of tells me right there I should be looking at trying to get some of the other things here. Oh, this gets us building slots too. And it removes 50 days. So we use 3 civs. Ah, dang, dude. How long do I still have the civ construction for? November, so April, May. Okay, so we still have it for a little bit. We'll hold off on that. Can I get war support from one of these? Ooh, so I can. So military grade, so it's ups expense, but we get stability and war support. And it only costs us money. I'm about spending bullets on stuff. This will cost me stability for war support. Let's do it. I know I got to be careful of that, but I think we should be okay. Oh, I could have just roused the people and not lose stability here. Whoops. I guess I'll do it here in a second because I can gain a little bit more PP. And then once I get more PP, I can get out of civilian economy and possibly get my other factory back. Oh, oh God. Is it the Vietnamese? They're in the goddamn trees. It's got to be said. Whichever F told us that there are half animal, half plant, half whatever the fuck else mutants slithering out in the jungle wasn't lying through his teeth. Dude, there's a lot of curse words in this, which it is. God, Metro. It took out one of our soldiers earlier this morning whilst on break, sending the rest of the detachments at blank on full-scale alert. Really wish we had some flamethrowers or something right now. It's gonna take more than mutant cabbages to scare us off. Oh God, we lose 5% stability off of that, and I just spent some. I'm spending my stability too, which kind of hurts. I'm not gonna lie. Now that we just lost some stability there, but now let's grab these extra 2 civs here for freeze, and we're about to get this other civ built, which is gonna be nice. I kind of want to train up some more guys here. What do I have in terms of equipment? Oh, okay. I actually do have enough equipment to train up another full guy here. Oh God, a sickness epidemic. Perhaps those MREs we came across weren't fit after all. Man. Maybe I guess we weren't as lucky as we thought. Or perhaps people should have not pigged out. Yeah, they probably ate too much. Folks who have digested the food we found from the warehouse have seemingly started to come down with a fever. Get down with the sickness. Nothing terrible, but it's put a lot of useful folks out of work for some time. Yuri too, come to think of it. Hopefully most will return to their shift soon. They'll get over themselves, hopefully. Dude, we lose another 5%. Do we just reach a certain stability in the games? Like, I don't like you having that much stability. Let's kick you down a peg. Dude, how are we out of fuel again? Oh, that's just fuel. Okay, that's just gasoline. Infection break. Dude. Yeah, I guess the game is just like, hey, you shouldn't have this much stability. More of our populace are falling ill to the disease. What we thought was a simple case of the flu has erupted across our stations. Many have already succumbed to the disease. Men, women, and children all beneath the barrel of the disease. We must find a cure to remedy the population soon. Hopefully this boils over shortly. Adds sickness outbreak. Oh my God, we lose weekly stability and stuff too. Is there like something actually here for that? Sick. Outbreak. No, that's just the back of the moles. Okay. Let's rout out the mutants. Never mind, wait, there is something for an outbreak. Gains paying homage. So disease outbreak has passed. Oh, so the disease is just a thing that actually just happens. Ah, I see. And I guess you're just having to try to survive the disease as long as you can. That's kind of... Dude, there's only one faction with gasoline? That is actually crazy. Or at least one faction that'll trade with us that has gasoline. Ooh, our manpower is not looking good. We have infrastructure overhaul now. And we have 6 civs going. That is That is beautiful. That is absolutely gorgeous. I kind of want to go with these now. But it's like our infrastructure right now is a very beautiful thing. Emergency draft, which grants weekly manpower. We lose stability. I cannot do anything anymore that hurts my stability. I just can't. Oh, we can make contact with them. Oh, we have to be neighboring to them, though. I see. More firepower. 10 units of Russian improved flamethrowers is crazy. Okay. Let's hit this military tax to try to get another mill for free. And then we can kind of see where we go from there. We no longer get... Okay, so food shortage is gone. And then we're actually going to grab this here and grab this. We're not going to link up with these guys as of yet. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. Hygiene research, please. Please give me that hygiene. I need to keep my stability up. Sabotage in our occupied station. Oh my god. One of our recently occupied stations have been suffering from guerrillas for the longest time. However, the issue has only festered with the foes sabotaging our station's local workshops. The whole district was engulfed in flames from the ensuing fire. And whilst eventually the flames were quelled, what was left of was only ruins. Jesus. It will take a while before we can effectively repair the workshops and resume their operations. That's not good. Infrastructure receives 2 levels of damage. Ooh, germ theory. So this actually gets a 1 year early thing here. Ooh, yeah, let's do that. Chance to get sick and stuff gets lowered. See, we might just be better off getting the electric hand cranked generators and just building some out instead of giving up a sieve for one. But we'd also be giving up other things for it too. Yeah, I'm trying to save up to 750 so I can actually do more waypoints to get this better off. Dude, we are getting hit with like every horrible thing under the sun right now. Let's do restrict travel. We need to try to nip this in the bud as much as we can right now. 68 days. You know, let's use my three sieves for 45 days. We'll get an extra building slot, and it'll knock 50 days off of that. Disappearance. We have received a worrying report from one of our outposts on the border of our territory next to some abandoned metro tunnels. According to the messenger, a routine patrol has failed to report for several days. While such an occurrence isn't necessarily alarming by itself, with guards often being delayed, forgetting to check in, or outright deserting, the families of these men have reported them missing and are begging us to send someone to find out what happened. The outpost commander has personally vouched for the loyalty and capability of these men and request that he be allowed to send another team to investigate the fate of the missing patrol, arguing if the cause behind the disappearance of the guards isn't looked into, arguing if the cause behind the disappearance of the guards isn't looked into, there's a possibility that we will suffer further casualties nonetheless. The final decision on whether to probe the tunnels remains with us. Tell the commander to investigate. We must bring those boys home. So, okay, yeah, so we get 50% chance of just lost patrol discovery or equipment discovery. Lose 5 manpower, lose 5 infantry equipment. We're going to send it out because even if it's not the case, like, there is a chance of something being in here that could be hunting us, and we would need to know this. Like, we would want to know this. So, oh god, I see that there. Lost patrol discovery. We have just received some fortunate news from our investigative team. After several hours, they were able to find the missing patrol hiding in a crevice in the abandoned metro tunnel, frightened and babbling incoherent nonsense, and were able to return them back to their outpost. Our interrogation of them to determine what happened hasn't met much success. However, all we were able to glean from them is that while the guards were doing their routine patrol, they came across some tall, slender, humanoid-like figures who were impervious to bullets. After attempts to put them down failed, the guards fled further into the tunnels and hid until we found them. This explanation leaves us with more questions than answers. Who these humanoids are, what their intentions were, and how they are able to be immune to our attacks is something that we will probably never know unless they reveal themselves once more. Chilling, order the team to return at once. See, I have the games, funny enough, and I had played them when I was younger. I just do not remember, like, what, like the story behind it really, or like things that happened. God, dude, I might have to go play that too. Disease epidemic. The situation worsens. More of our populace. Dude, I'm taking the PP options for him. Is becoming gravely ill from the disease. Our hospital and sick beds are beyond capacity as the dead and dying lay across the station floor. We have to find a cure or treat these patients soon. Oh my God. Like I am out here taking stuff for that. Like, come on, people. Or is it just because it's not done? Well, no, that's getting me stability for daily. Time until infection outbreak. Oh, so will fell if. So we had not researched sterile supplies. Oh, okay. So there's sterilized supply. Oh, I didn't even realize our national focus finished there. Where is? Oh, not Chris. That's researched. We have germ theory. Okay, so sterilized supplies is up next, but 470 days is kind of rough on that, if I'm being honest. Do we have anything else here? Reduces. Oh, medical supplies. Yeah, hygiene and health. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. So this way, once that one finished for germ theory, we'll have a bonus to spend on the sterile supplies, which will probably help us a lot on getting that researched, which should help us with the sickness. Because, you know, I don't want to be down with the sickness anymore. Oh, God. Yeah, it's going to happen again. Sterile supplies does not have the national spirit sickness focus. So we have a 30% chance of sick populace, 30% chance of disease outbreak, 20% chance of disease epidemic, 20% chance of outbreak seems to be waning. Okay. A strange administration. Recent reports indicate our station authorities are working against our... Okay, so this is the same thing we hit before. So we can add 40 days to it or spend PP. I'll just go into the negative. I don't want any more days to get added because I think we're like right here at it. Yeah, we have 40 days left. Wait, unlock a tunnel. Wait, what? Gateway to the metro. Is that this? We are not cut off from the rest of the metro, whilst it's better not to step into the dark expecting the denizens of the metro to throw us a greeting party. Making contact with other stations would be ideal if they're not hostile to us. So is that supposed to be this one, I guess? Because it does say it's destroyed. Okay, an extraordinary break-in. Okay, so it's another one where they blow up the door. Because I think these are exactly the same as the other ones. Another 30 units of those VSK 94s. Ooh, dude, we have still a lot of stuff. A tarnish in our image. Ew. A recent governmental administration was involved in a recent scandal earlier this week. A brawl between him and a political rival had erupted in front of a bar in our capital station. The chaos was ceased due to a quick reaction of our station guards, who noticed that both men have been under the extreme influence of alcohol. Everything was seen by many passerbys. Rumors spread with like wildfire, and their little incident became the talk of gossip amongst the station. The rumors will eventually shift in time. However, the case of what modicum of punishment should be dispensed to the two men is still in question. After ruminating upon the decision, we decided to strip them of their allowance for the month. So we get 30 bullets. Oh, God, we lose some stuff, though. Exclude these officials from administration duties for a month. Yeah, let's just exclude them. That's fine. Sabotage in our occupied station. One of our recently occupied stations. Okay, so this is the same thing, I think, as the other one, right? Yeah, so we gain more damage to our infrastructure. Dude, we only have 2 civs. Oh, wait, that's right, because we're using like 3 civs right now for this, which is almost done. So we'll get those 3 civs back. Okay, there we go. Education reform. I see good news, so that makes me happy. After proper implementation, stockpiling, and collection of knowledge, we can now start to roll out education across our territory. We are no longer illiterate bums like the citizenry of the neighboring station would want you to believe. Good news, everyone. No education with basic education. And there is a cooldown on that. So we now have basic education. So we're minus 15% research, plus 10% doctrine cost. So not bad overall. And that is quite helpful. So let's see what we have here. So this is research for gas masks, and then they get defense operations. I do want to do the trip to the surface, but I also want to deal with some other things beforehand, like the agriculture research. And then we do have some stuff here, because I don't know when we like make contact with them. Let's see what these dailies are. So army experience gain, research, production growth, and construction speed. Okay. Because I don't know if once I meet those guys, if they're going to be friendly or not. But we will do, we'll do scour the surface. That way we can get this side tunnel under our control now. And get that. So we do have, yep, we have 5 civs now working round the clock. Ceramic ballistic plating has finished. And I am definitely going to go over here to not support company, industry. Okay, so that's not done. So that's 17 days left on that. So production cap, production growth, production retention. 1 year on this too, which gives us construction speed. Recycling, lack of resource penalty. Equipment conversion speed could be nice, and salvage hub construction speed's nice. 211, 277. Let's grab the basic toolkit. Because honestly, the higher we can get on our retention and stuff, the more we can actually make, like, quickly. Without having to have, like, more mills and stuff. So that's something we definitely need to look at more. I do want to train up 2 more fellas here. Which, that's going to leave us with 13 population. But we should be A-okay. Germ theory is done. And we have the, yes, 150 days for sterilized supplies. Please. I do not want to be down with the sickness anymore. Ooh, we can unblock the tunnel, but I'm wanting to wait on that. It uses 5 civs. Yeah, I'm definitely going to wait on that. Okay, establish waypoints. That way we can get another, that from 25 to 30. That way we can have a 30% chance of success and only a 25% chance of failure. Sick populace. The situation worsens. Even the healthiest among our community are now falling sick beneath the disease. Citizens lock themselves in their accommodations and now refuse to go to work in fear of furthering the spread of the infection. Our doctors are well beyond breaking point by now. Unless we find a miracle, the infection will surely worsen over time. So this does not bode well for us. We're losing local population and stability, but we are getting the sterilized stuff done now. So we should be good here. For 70 days... Let's take this, because we get war support and weekly stability. Like, yeah, consumer factories go up. We don't make as much, but that's fine. That's just something I need to make sure I keep our stability high. And I could take this again, but I might hold off. Oh, wait, this actually gets us a reduction in years, too. Ooh. Scour the surface. Oh, so we do actually own this now. So can we move down this to like, say, hit other people?
Nice and all, but just
oh, we can. That is actually sick. Okay. So it does kind of suck because we're now neighboring Redline, which is a very warring people because you can see they own a lot already. And yeah, but we own all of this. And this actually links us up with these other ruins, these depots. They can get us a lot. We have a bunker here too, which is a... Okay, it just says it's a bunker. I don't know what that actually gets us wise. Let's look at the resource map and see... That's 2 power. Okay, that one's 2 power. I do want that then. These don't get us any resources, but they do get us building area, I suppose. So I definitely want to get this one next then. So that way I can not have to... Well, we're probably using more power too now, aren't we? Yeah. We're only actually getting 6 from them. So I'm definitely going to want to get that. Ooh, I could get the flamethrowers here too. Man, like I said, I'm trying to stay away from military stuff right now. Let's do... Let's grab some more construct... This gives us construction speed for IED traps and stuff. That way we can get the other one after that one. And we should be good. We almost have enough command power to get another area. Bandit ambush. One of our caravans were recently ambushed, making its routinely trip between stations. Outgunned, the caravanners fled, leaving behind their likelihood. Their likelihood? Is this supposed to be livelihood? Our soldiers should have no problem dealing with the bandits. However, our budding tradesmen are unwilling or too nervous to venture out of the station for the time being. Drats. Dude, what is it with the game just wanting to nuke my stability so bad right now? I kind of want to take this again, just so because even though this is about to be done once this research is done, that way the next one I can get a year modifier on it for free for the designated triage units, which can help us a lot too. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take that. So we're going to take the hygiene research, which gets us that too. Okay, so we got some defenses built, and then we can grab this, which gets us production. But the nice thing is we get a minus 15% military grade rounds income. Oh no, our income goes up, our consumer goods factory goes down. But what I'm looking at is this, the infrastructure and salvage hub is what I want. And then these bonuses here are super nice. And then just going that route into those. So we have a 30% now on this. How many? So we're getting a monthly gain of 103. So yeah, we're going to start launching sorties above ground. Honestly, with a 30% chance versus the 25% chance, as long as it's slightly in our favor, I'm about it. Outbreak seems to be waning. Oh my god, okay, we haven't even finished the sterile research yet. No new infections have been reported. Whether the virus has been fully starved off or has burnt itself, infecting as many as it could before natural immunity kicked in, we are unsure. However, this traumatic event won't be forgotten in the Republic's history anytime soon. Thank God it's over. Oh, so it's just... Okay, so I guess we didn't need that. Yes, we're back up to 72 stability. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay. Hey, let's see... I want to get mills all the way towards the back here. These smaller side areas will hold our civs. Which actually, let's not put civs here. Because I do want to get, because when that research is done, we can get those. Well, I guess we could throw them here once that's good. What I might do is this then, get these civs built. That'll get us to 8 civs, and then those civs will build those. Our first successful sortie. Our stalkers bring back goods. Fortunate news. Good news, everyone. Has arrived to us. Weeks since our stalkers first departed, they have returned to our station, pockets and backpacks lined with valuables scavenged from the surface. A successful salvage indeed. We get 10 units of Russian Tahar? I don't know what that is. Added to the national stockpile. I'm assuming guns? Something? I don't know what that is. Question is, we have spec ops equipment, we have support equipment. Is there, I thought there was a, or do we just not have it? Are we just out here just rocking special forces? I thought there was a basic infantry equipment. Oh, there is a basic gear, so we're gonna have to get this too next. If we want to just get those guys, because we can't produce any more, yeah, we can't produce any more special forces. Whoops. Oh god, fire, fire. A recent fire has ensnared one of our stations into a state of panic. Thankfully, the fire has been put out before it could fully plunge the station into flames. The damage has gripped the station as many houses and buildings have crumbled into ash by the torrents of the firestorm. There is nothing we could do other than simply rebuild. That sucks a lot. Okay, let's get the infrastructure and salvage hub. Ooh, I could make contact, but like I said, I don't want to make contact right now. It looks like we could be friendly, though, with them from here. I want to make sure I have enough troops to fight off them if that's the case. That's why I'm wanting these guys to finish before I make contact. It's like I can grab everything else beforehand and be good. So we're at 50 now on this. So what I'm wanting to do is... I can't remember if this has... Okay, so it does have Grand Doctrines, which we would be going Elite Doctrine, I believe. It's just, I guess there's like an issue with this. So Command, Soldier, Tactics. I guess we'd go Soldiers because it's Overwhelming Doctrine. So Elite will unlock additional effects. It doesn't say. Enables unexpected thrust. That's Breakthrough. That's Balanced. I'm assuming Elite's for Special Forces, and I am wanting to use a lot of Special Forces this go around. As much as we can, ultimately. Okay, hand-cranked generators have finished, so that's also beautiful, man. So gorgeous. Let's get the level 2 ones. And then what I'm going to do here... Oh, so it doesn't take normal building slots. Oh, that is actually wonderful. I thought it took building slots. But the question, though, is how long do these take to build? So they are currently 4,800. How is that compared to this? Okay, not as long. We're gonna try to get one built first here. Nice, another successful sortie. So they brought back 15 units of Russian heavy bastard guns. What is that? What is the Russian heavy bastard guns? Okay, so it's these. So we didn't get as good as stuff like the VSKs that we were finding, but I mean, hey, it's still better than what we're rocking. Like, we're rocking revolvers right now. We don't even have these yet. I don't know how to say that. Incident. The leadership of the night. Okay, so this doesn't have to do with us, but I'll decide to collapse the tunnel. Oh, okay, let's see. So leadership of the 1905 Confederation have decided to collapse the tunnel network leading to blank and further north of their territory following the sudden and mysterious disappearance of all the citizens of whatever that is street. Oh, they lost like all of their citizens on a street, so they just blew the tunnel. I mean, that's kind of smart because whatever took them could be coming for you. After the disappearance of 2 reconnaissance units north of the Confederacy, a great force of soldiers were assembled and sent to establish measured defenses near it in fear of a mutant attack. Reported that the defensive line was broken without a single shot, and all that was left of the garrison were pools of fresh blood. Dude, that's sketchy. Not even a bullet was fired. The realization that it was unsuccessful to defend the northern reaches finally came to 1905's leadership, who decided to evacuate and cut off the cursed station from the big metro. Some explanations to the freak disappearances are tremors caused by the movement of an enormous creature slithering its path through the underground, causing people to become panicked and crushing one another as they tried to escape. The rest died smashing their skulls against the walls in a fit of hysteria. Dude, that is what? Although that does not explain the disappearances of the bodies, other explanations involve everything from fascist slave raids, I don't know how to say that, Krishnus, all the way to the victims being swallowed up by the time warp beyond our possible explanation, but still remained unconfirmed and unfounded. More than mutants linger in the tunnels. That sounds so sketchy and so horrendous. Oh, I just realized this guy only holds 4 dudes.
Is the draft I'm feeling?
Huh. Oh, because he's a special forces soldier, so he's, yeah. So he can only hold 4. Okay. Huh. Ooh, look at all these bonuses. Ooh, man, let's not touch those, because like I said, I want to save my army experience I'm getting for these. Sterilized supplies. Even though we've already not been sick anymore, I guess it helps us with getting more manpower and stuff for sure. Which the triage is only 347 days, but I'm going to hold off on that. I'll wait for it to get a bit closer before I take it. Could go with the 5% construction speed because that could help us a lot too. But actually, no. I need to upgrade my military a little bit now. So let's get the handheld miniguns. This way we can start producing these and getting fire teams going. The government idea aftermath of infection has been removed because its prerequisites are no longer fulfilled. Okay. Yeah, I guess we could start doing some other... Oh, wait. We're over 32%. We can actually get our civilian economy upgraded when we can. And that should help us a lot here, too. And then let's grab... Yeah, because these are resources that we can get for free here. Let's grab these, encourage scrapper unions, and go about it that way. So what's ultimately going on around here? Because there doesn't seem like much is going on around. Kidnapping. During the night, a number of our citizenry were stolen. This does not bode well. Oh my god, dude. So these guys are fighting up here. Oh my god, of course. Of course. It's the Islamic Caliphate. That's crazy. Versus actual Satanists. Okay. I don't know who I'd want to win this. That's kind of nuts, dude. It's actual Satanists. Dude, what? Domain of Hell. Armies of Satan. Utter conviction. Construction evacuation. Defeat the Skaven. Wait, defeat the Skaven. Is there Skaven down here? Draft dodging. Dude, this is... What? It is legit like an actual Satanist like group, a faction. That is actually nuts. Look at that guy. That is, dude, there's some crazy factions down here. Like, absolutely nuts. Oh my god. Oh, this is a stalker community? That's cool. And we have they have market access, actually with us. So if I start putting stuff for sale, I might start selling some stuff here then. Huh. See, I kind of want to fight Redline here, because honestly, if I can win this stuff here and push this way, that'd be a lot of stuff. The issue is, I think if you push and take a station from somebody, like say if you're doing a border conflict, I don't know if we can do border conflicts, but I know the other faction that I was playing could. So it doesn't look like we can. Wait, can I not grab these? Oh, apparently I can't. We occupy all states in the line. Our capital state upon. I don't know now. I'm a little confused. I'm not gonna lie. Huh. How long do we have on this? So these guys are almost done. So let's do this. Actually, I'll take the national focus for, because I don't want to. I'll see what the national focus does for us unblocking the tunnel when we can take that. Bro, we are getting lucky. We had another successful sortie with our stalkers. We got 10 units of the VSK 94s. Man, yeah, we are getting so lucky with that. I might add another, well, no, because I'm going to need more dudes before I can add another Spec Ops group. Like more Spec Ops area. So I can't do that as of yet. We are almost to the point where we can get the civilian stuff done, and we don't have to add that anymore. I am also getting Scrapper Collective. So we get military rounds plus 10, salvage hub, construction speed. I guess that's chemicals there, and then recycling. Because we're currently researching refineries, which I'm wondering if that will help us with refineries. But with the refineries, we can start making fuel ourselves, and we don't have to actually do that. Dude, we have 9 civs now. This is actually wonderful. This is going great. It's kind of nice just being over here, not really having to deal with much, and then just kind of pushing out and just having a nice little build. I cannot touch these. Do not touch these. I do want to do this now. Oh, it's 83 now? Oh, I say now. It probably was 83 before. So we're at 702. So I think I could recall these guys and then do more of the other things. Okay, so reclamation works finished, and then we can grab this for recycling and get more out of this. Let's see if we have another successful sortie. Okay, so nothing. So we have a 50% chance at that. 8, 8, 8, and 25 for unsuccessful disappearances. Okay, my other special forces guys are done, which we can give them another. Okay, so all of our named people can only have a capacity of 4. I see. I love the idea of like named characters and stuff. It's actually really cool. And the way it makes it seem is like there's actually story behind them.
Nice and all, just too hot.
Just in case, because I could move him up here. Because we technically have 2 borders, one with red line and one down here. And it's like I could just do this. And then if these guys are actually friendly with us, with our population adapting to new levels of education, we may now continue to pursue further education reforms if we so desire. Okay. Oh, we have so much PP out of what? Jesus. I guess we will, because we really have nothing else other than like some of these to spend PP. Oh, I say that, and I was like, oh wait, that's right. I can go to early mode now. Never mind, we cannot go to early mode now. We cannot replace it. One of the do we need more than 44% war support? This says we only need 34. Now this is saying we need 44. Bro, what is up with you? Ooh, I could do this too, but that training factor and army spending costs is actually kind of nice. We could hold off on that for a little bit then. Okay, let's rouse the populace, and then 69 stability. Trying to think of what I want to do here. No, let's just rouse the populace. That should get us above 44% for sure. We're kind of blitzing through this right now until we start going to war. Another successful sortie. We got 10 units of the AK-74U. We're actually getting some decent stuff now. Okay, 43%. Resource processing has finished. See, I don't want to back one or the other right now, even though backing one could help us a lot in certain things. Like these guys can get us some civs, some of this, some of that. Conduct surface raids. Crack open the depot. Ooh, Research Institute of Etymology. So 2 mills. See, the issue though is the moles. So what do I need to go for this? Requires one of the following. And then we get surface treks. And I guess we just find this. And then we can crack that open. I do want to support one of these guys now. But I'm adding in between. Because this will get us more civs, lower consumer good factories overall. But this gets us reclamation co-ops, 2 infrastructure, boost to our output. 2 mills here, more output. Honestly, I feel like with gaining more territory, getting more civs would probably be the better option here, especially with having to make other things. So honestly, I think going with the foresters would be the better option. So we'll do this, get 10 towards them here. And then this will kind of help us a little bit. Okay, now we can do it. Since we have the 44%. So we are now in early mode, which should... Oh, we're still at 9, but that should help lower consumer goods a little bit at least. Station Babbler. A strange man has started to rant in the middle of the station. While he is off of his work duties, he'll stand perched on top of an old soapbox and rant about the most amusing of topics. From fringe beliefs about how Eurasia will unite and humanity must dig down to reach the legendary below kingdom of Agartha? Yeah, Agartha. To more humorous topics, such as the notion that the metro was in fact built by intelligent gnomes in the 4th century who used the metro system to hide and store their absurd amount of kvass. Kvass is a Russian vodka, right? Whilst the children sit and listen to his insane babbles, many of our citizens deject it. They find his rant somewhat amusing, a tinfoil wearing but rather harmless old man. So we can kick him out to get 20 PP or let him stay. And, oh, that's funny. He's a harmless old man and brings a comical comfort to the daily lives of the station citizens, although he knows too much about the metro gnomes for his own good. What are we right? So that gives us 2% in dictator, which we are... See, I guess 2% is not bad. And we get that little bit of stability. I dig it. Let's do it. Let's keep the old man around. I'm about it. So can we... Oh, another successful sortie. What's a Russian Helsing? We found 10 units of Russian Helsing. So I don't think that's anything here because there's no special research here. Or I say special resource, but... Oh, okay. Ooh, so that's actually this. So this is also an end-game weapon. Dude, I love this salvaging. This salvaging is actually super cool. Okay. That's actually sick. Okay, so we still didn't have enough. It's 83. That's right. I keep forgetting it's 83 that's costing us for that. So I guess we'll start... See, I don't know how much it's going to cost us, though. I don't want to click it and then have to be... You know, well, let's do it. Let's click it. And then let's... So establishing libraries will cost us 80. So that gets us 30 days. This gets us 20 days. Okay, so we supported the foresters, which now it's 10% towards the foresters. Which is kind of rough, but we do get the other little goodies there. What I want to do is conduct surface raids and do this now because I want to know what this open the depot is for sure. Another successful one. We found 10 Molotov cocktails. Okay, we're actually getting some stuff here. We have another mill now. So do I want to start doing hand-powered carts? Like, do we even have a unit for that? We do not. Huh. Let's grab some more Spec Ops equipment because we'll probably be using it more. Let's just try to get more of those made and developed here. And then let's grab this, establish libraries. I don't want to construct schoolhouses. That's going to use up my stuff. So improved generators now. And then we could grab some more of these, but no. I need basic gear. I need to start being able to train basic infantry. My special forces will probably be my main fighting force. Another successful sortie. We found 5 units of Russian piercing equipment, so I'm assuming that's like AT rifles or something. Do we have so much command power, but it's not letting me take things. Must take, that's gonna be 4 for that. Let's not do that then right now. Let's integrate the chiefs too. Conduct surface raids. Surface treks. Other than the unending weather and roaming packs and mutants, the surface could almost be idyllic. If it weren't for the nail-biting cold, almost picturesque. That's until your Geiger counter starts going haywire, and before you can hold, you're growing an extra arm from your chest. There's not much to be sought for collection on the surface, but the real prize is coming across any unfortunate sods who are at the mercy to the elements and subsequently perished. We found one unlucky bastard, apparently to be dead for quite some time now, and in no state to withstand the temperature or conditions on the surface. The corpse had met its fate, and its grubby hands appeared to be an assorted collection of papers and documents safeguarded close to their chest. Ooh, research paper. So, weaponsmith schematics, so research option available, Saiga 12 automatic shotgun equipment. Research paper, gain research slot. That's, wait, what? So we can either get the Saiga 12 automatic shotgun research. Is that a special research? I'm assuming so. Yeah, I guess it's this Saiga, because that's Saiga, that's Arsenal Striker. Yes, should be this. Dude, but it's 1,900. Yeah, it is. 1,902 days. That is crazy. So if we get that, that's... Oh, wait. So basic education, minus 15%. Technology is 5 years. It gives 1,000% penalty. So the base cost of it's normally 440. So, but I guess because it's 5 years ahead of its time. I'm assuming we'll get to do more of these. So let's do research paper. That way we'll get a free research slot instead, and we can instantly use it instead of just holding on to the research for the other thing. Ooh, wait, this actually gets us bonuses to our special forces for defense and stuff. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. Improved gas masks. I could grab the gun upgrades too, though. So many options, man. So many options. Let's get upgrades to our special forces, since that's literally all we have right now, our special forces. And then let's do Tales of Babylon. Ruins release. Cherkson gets event the Cherksarian. I don't know what that is. I might hold off on that right now. Paying homage. This gets us weekly PP and weekly stability. This was from when the disease ended. Dude, we could get our stability super high, actually. That wouldn't be bad either. So this would actually get us 1 year research on gas masks. And that could help our special forces too, because we're currently getting 1 gas mask. It would get us 1 year research on the next one after it. Let's go with the... Ooh, but wait a minute. There's these things here. Let's... God, dude, I guess I'm trying to build up so I don't die straight away in my first fight. Because I don't know how fights and stuff are really going to go. I know units can move so quick. And so I really don't want to have a case where like they break our front lines and then they're instantly on us everywhere. So let's do this. Let's get the stability and PP for 300 days, because that seems like it's going to be super nice also. And that'll last us a good bit. But yeah, like I said, oh, cooperation with Sparta. We say yes, we say... I love it says we say yes, we say yes. What? Can we not say no to Sparta, apparently? I'm so confused by that. Okay. This would be super nice to get done, too. And not have a minus 15% now. We got 10 or 15 more heavy bastard. Dude, we are doing... Like, our stalkers are doing phenomenal. Like, we're rolling the dice, and them dice are slinging back at us really well. So I'm seeing a lot of groups actually pushing out into these ruins in a lot of these areas here. Let's start producing some hand-powered carts, I guess. We'll start producing some to have on standby. So we finish refineries, which is going to be great, too, because we start producing our own fuel. What else should I grab, then? Let's do this for construction speed. And then, where are our refineries? Oh, so the refineries, and I think do the refineries and batteries share the same space? I wonder. Well, this will at least get us some fuel here, I suppose. Huh. Pay homage to the fallen. Then we could do topside excursion. Which I'm kind of... Let's make contact with these guys now. Let's do that. Is buying equipment from somebody. We have another successful sortie of 10 support equipment. Oh, we're at... Was it 83 or 80? Oh, okay, it was 83. I was like, was it 83 or 86? So we have this here. See, it just sucks. I don't know. So that's non-out-of-combat penalty, maximum command powers. These are the basic ones. Balance gets us that. Max entrenchment, overwhelming doctrine, encirclement penalty, maximum. Let's go elite doctrine, because we are an elite fighting force. Veterancy first. Ooh, what are these? Initiative, division stuff, org for leg infantry. Equipment conversion speed. Not really what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for anything special forces. Small scale operations. Could this be special forces stuff? No. No. So these just depend on like what you get like tactics wise. This one gets you leadership skill stuff, initiative, experience gain. So this is like general based stuff, like general and field marshal stuff. Yeah. So soldier would be like your actual soldier stuff. So shock doctrine. Guys, I'm wanting something that ups my special forces cap, man. Death before dishonor. Which none of these are doing that for me. Some of these are decent though, I will say. But nothing that I'm ultimately looking for. That does kind of suck. Okay. Which it would take us a second to buy these anyway. We have to get back up to 83. Which really sucks. Let's spend some more PP. We're going to establish libraries for 100. Let's do this and get this refinery built before that next mill. That way I can start producing fuel. Another successful sortie. 5 units of improved anti-material rifles. Dude, we are absolutely hitting the lottery here. Make contact with them. Contact with Bomonski Alliance. Referred simple to as the Borman Alliance. They are a confederation of technicians and engineers who prioritize repairing pre-war electronics and equipment. Comprised of pre-war engineers and machinists, they also conduct stalker expeditions to the surface. We have encouraged a few of them before in the past from afar, simple gawking to and from before the weather hits a turn for the worse. Perhaps we may extend an olive branch. We'd be happy to arrange some mutual trade deals. So industry or your NATO... So wait, they're NATO? Your NATO tricks are easily seen through Western scum. We gain minus 30% base stability. And we gain a conquer focus war goal against them. That is crazy. So these guys are considered NATO, which I guess he looks like he'd be of a Western force, which I'm assuming these guys are probably Western side too. How much territory? Do they have a lot of territory? They might be hard to fight ultimately. It says we overpower them, but that is a destroyed tunnel, so we're technically not even bordered with them. You know what? Let's try to make friends, I guess. And not... Yeah, because we can collaborate here. So now what would happen if I declared war on them? Because we can make contact with other people too. Broker peace with the red line. Ew. Ew. Yeah, let's... Ew, I don't want to make friends with communists. Let's see. God, I do want to do this too. There's so many good things to take, man. These guys actually do have some good trees. I'm not gonna lie. Let's make friends with them and see how that goes. But from here, I feel like this is a pretty decent stopping point. Like, we built up a lot. We have a decent amount of stuff going. We actually have a good special forces force. Good special forces force. And to go from there, I feel like we'd be handling this super well. I do need to start producing these real quick because I will probably forget to do that. Let's get rid of these because I'd rather get these up and going first. But I do hope, like I said, you guys did enjoy. If you are new here and or returning, consider liking, subscribing, and or commenting on the video. It really helps us with the YouTube algorithm and just helps us grow as a whole. Night Ops out. Hey guys, just wanted to come in at the end here and thank our YouTube channel members, Victoria Bloodmoon, Zatakana, Ranger George, The Post 22, OFF, Randy, Squid Ellie, Cameron Lee, Jeffrey Mongus, Lucho, Kikiville, Boom Boom, Drake Andres, Rick Grimes, Death by Pork Fried Rice, Pink Lagoon, the Prince of All Saiyans Vegeta, and Crimson Kodiaks, and No. Thank you guys so much for the added support to the channel.